up here in the top right in the purple, down 0-1 right now. He is.
SK Telecom T1 Dark.
Dark. And to the bottom left in the blue, the former GSL champion.
Deer.
Came out of nowhere. And as quick as he came, he vanished.
Yeah. But he's hoping to get back into Code S. With one more win, he will do that, and hopefully he finds a team.
Yeah. I really feel like he certainly could. And with Pro League ending, I think a lot of Kespa teams are looking forward to that roster change that's going to come up probably in October, that draft. For those of you who don't know, you guys, if you want to join a Kespa team, you have to be qualified and you have to put yourself on the free trade list. And after that, you can negotiate things, and teams will try to pick you up. So I'm sure Deer is on that, and roster changes usually happen, and they'll let free trading and whatnot in October. So I'm waiting for that. For those of you wondering, why some of these players aren't joining Kespa teams, it's just because roster changes usually happen in October, especially since the ESF trade ban happened in that Blizzard agreement, where Kespa wasn't allowed to take any ESF players until that time. No hatch block. We didn't send that probe over.
Yeah, actually a little bit late on that. I'm not sure what he was focusing on, but maybe on the scout.
Maybe he was just making his gateway, and he was just looking at home. Not really sure.
No, I mean Dark on the the hatchery. Sites started at about 400 minerals.
Yeah, it's probably just focusing on the scout. Well, Gate is coming down here with the scout he has. He knows he doesn't need to rush out a forge or anything like that. He's going to be totally safe here for a while. And gases are going up at a normal timing. What do you think about this map? I feel like Deer's probably just going to try to do a Stargate build here. I don't think he's going to do any sort of weird Immortal play. No all-ins, no timings, no oracles.
Especially up 1-0. I mean, he could try to end it fast, but Dark's too good a player to just, end him with one big aggressive attack, We saw it work earlier against Ragnarok, but, of course, a different map, different time. That was merry-go-round. This is a bit longer of a map, I feel.
Yeah.
Still is possible. You can't, count out anything, but...
He's only just get in here, force 4 pros to be pulled temporarily. The space is going to be blocked for a little while here, meanwhile. But see what these two lings get done. I mean, I don't think they're going to kill anything, but you never know. Both players microing, he's microing his drone and his ling, as well as Zealot is also being microed while he's microing his probes and microing the probe to block the hatch. Whoa. High level.
Those are the times where you need to see that first-person view, man.
Yeah. Oh, good micro there on the probes. One more swipe would have done it. Actually, still could get it. Ooh, micro again. And that's going to be enough to clean this up. Mothership Core's attack range is actually quite high. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it shoots fairly far.
Yeah. And there drops down the Stargate as he does kill all the Zerglings out of his base.
Yeah.
And in a good position too. It's going to be hard to see. Try to if he keeps a stalker on the outsides, maybe he could stop an Overlord from seeing it.
I like this choice of going into the Stargate. Like I said before, just safe, standard play for the map. Just don't cut any corners. And see, he's actually moving across the Mothership Core and a Zealot. Sometimes you can catch a queen with this. Force a bunch of Zerglings. He actually does go Oracle. I was really expecting to see Phoenixes here. Oracle really popular this week, even in the current meta. He's just going down that path. It'll allow him to harass a little bit, also hit any links that go to his third base when he decides to make that.
Maybe he's trying to fake some aggression here and say, hey, I'm not going to Stargate, and in the meantime, he's got an Oracle coming up, and the last thing Dark is going to expect is a bunch of units going to run out. Yeah, he's making that Rotor, and he's making a bunch of links here.
Yep, that's exactly what he wants him to do. Force out lings, make less drones, while he's getting his probes count up, Yeah, I mean, look at this. He's starting, I think he just started some spore crawlers.
Yeah.
Upon seeing this, yeah, 2 of them. So that, again, is kind of paying money to lose drones. 44 to 40 workers right now. And this should actually get maybe 2 kills or so.
Gets 1. We'll get... Oh, nice micro there. Oh my god, saves 2 of them.
That was pretty cool.
Very nicely done.
Definitely worth it to lose those minerals on the cancel rather than to lose the drone. Void Ray is coming up as a follow-up. Pretty common to help defend that 3rd base and then to build a very strong Protoss Death Ball. Don't want to start that 3rd. He's going to move over with the Stalkers now. Sees the Lings, though, and moves back, actually. Ling's not over here in time to actually punish this base.
Yeah. You got +1 on the way, 2 more gateways and a Twilight Council. Wonder what the follow-up is going to be here, because he did make that 1 Void Ray. It's, of course, very useful for holding that 3rd base, but could we see a follow-up like an aggressive attack and maybe add that Void Ray in? It would be very good against the Roaches.
Tight wall here on that cannon. Almost looks like a face there, actually, with a big nose. Sorry, these are the things I think about. I watch players build gateway walls. Almost like how the middle of the map looks like 2 big eyes when the watchtowers are taken. Like a funny nose coming down.
With the vision that was given previously by the other units.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, the one's here now. Looks like...
I see it.
Yeah, you know. It's like an insect face or something. Praying mantis.
Yeah.
So, the map aside. A bunch of Lings come over here, easily denied, though, by that Void Ray and the cannon. And he continues to move out here. If the Lings try to fight it, he can take a good engagement. Plus, he's got the Mothership Core to recall if he needs to go home. Just going to keep moving out here, trying to force as many Lings as possible, trying to keep that drone count low. But Dark is actually being pretty cautious with this. He's not over-droning. He's also not making too many units. He's actually been pretty good with his tempo here. He's got 16 Roaches and about 10 Lings. That's going to be okay to deal with this. Doesn't have speed yet, so that's the scary part. But as long as he fights on creep, he's going to be okay.
Should be just fine, yeah. Recall is out of there, and we do have more gates coming up in the +2 and blank. Going to be very good for that mid-game.
Yeah.
He's already up 69 drones, so of course this isn't any kind of timing or anything.
I wonder if he's actually just going to go and do Swarm Host again. Because he's in the +1 upgrade, he's keeping his drone count pretty low. Just using the mid-game pressure with these Roaches to actually keep himself, to keep himself alive and to just kind of hold things off for now, keep the pressure on, keep Deer gassing a little bit, then go into Swarm Host. Because they don't cost that much money. Could also go into Mutas with how much gas he's starting to bank up here. I'm starting to feel like that's pretty likely.
It's looking that way. He made like a huge thing of Overlords as well right before this, so spends a lot of that larva.
I think on drones maybe? No, 40 Lings. Wow.
Yeah.
Because he sees an attack coming. He knows Mutas are not going to save him from this. The massive amount of Lings might. It's all about the force fields here.
He's got the +2, and he's got a ton of Stalkers with Blink and a ton of force fields, as well as even a Void Ray in the mix. That's why he's got to prepare for this attack. This is a really strong attack, and it's got a War Prison with it as well. Nice force fields here, but he gets a full surround on the entire army. The Roaches, though, not doing much in the back. Still no Blinks, just blinking to the side with that micro. And I don't know, he pretty much held off all of those Lings really, really nicely.
The Lings upgrades are just not very good, and the Roaches didn't fight. Sentry's here a bit exposed now. He needs to use that Prismatic Alignment on the Void Ray if he hasn't already. More Stalkers warping in here. Pushes this back, and he's got all this gas he's been banking up for Mutalisk, but it doesn't matter because he can't make Mutalisk right now because Deer is right on his doorstep. Really good reaction here on Deer, just seeing, he doesn't have a lot of units. I don't know what he's trying to bank up for. Could be Mutas, could be the Swarm Hosts or Infestors, but he just doesn't have anything right now. I'm going to go kill him while he's not prepared. Really good reaction here. And he takes it. GG. 4-0 here for Deer. He gets out in first place.
Wow, very, very impressive. Very nice play out of Deer. And Dark, maybe just trying to save up too much gas, too many resources for that big switch, but Deer identifies it and kills him. Dark looks a bit pissed.
Yeah, honestly he does, and I don't blame him. It's a really tough series, and he played well, but Deer just read him so well in both games, knowing exactly when to move out and just kill him. That's basically what he did both times. Like, cause like, you know what I think you're doing? You're trying to save up something here. I think you're like about to reach where you want to be, but you're not quite there yet. And I've got an opportunity. There's a timing here. I get to move out and kill you. Really good force shields on those roaches. I was actually questioning that for a second. I was like, wait, doesn't he want to keep the lings away from his sentries? But
he kept all the roaches outside.
Yeah.
I don't think the roaches even got one hit. There was maybe like one roach on the bottom of the force fields maybe that would have gotten one hit, but still. Man, that's pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Dark doesn't get out just yet.
Just yet. He does have another
He
chance.
has another chance.
But before he fights his final opponent, we're going to find out who his final opponent will be in our losers match after a quick commercial break.